Welcome. I am Ambika Devi, your expert astrologer, here to answer all of your questions about relationships, relocation, career, and timing for individuals, couples, and businesses. I have published in periodicals since 1987, and I have appeared on the Learning Channel as a relationship expert astrologer. Visit ambikadevi.com. That's ambikadevi.com and find all of my newest happenings, interviews of me, my books. You can also visit my Linktree at linktr.ee/ambikadevi, AMBIKADEVI. Now, let's get into this new astrological story. Get to Know Saturn, April 3rd, 2023. Copyright Ambika Devi. Saturn is a planet that many fear. You might know him by his Greek name Kronos. This is one of the planets I would never doubt the power of. It takes Saturn approximately 29.5 years to make his journey around your natal chart, during which time he thoroughly influences each of the 12 signs of the zodiac. All 12 signs are present in every astrological chart. So let's not be zodiac shamers and only think about our sun sign or our moon sign and ascendant. We have all of these in us. Adding to his methodical movement are his varied retrograde periods. Planets travel in elliptical patterns, not perfect circles. Therefore, they seem to go faster through certain signs when these are located along the smaller curves of travel. Yes, I just threw a bit of geometry and calculus in this. Astrology uses these, and this is why it is important for you to give me your accurate time of birth along with the date and location. These 3 facts are needed to calculate your specific starting point. Let's get to know this often feared planet a little better so that we can embrace his power and strength. When he was young, Saturn was warned by his parents that he would be overtaken by one of his children in a similar pattern to what Uranus, his grandsire, and the one we call our sky god, did to his own father. This made Saturn paranoid, and at the birth of his own offspring, he ate them. This is a warning of how he teaches, but don't let it confuse you. Saturn is stern and methodical. But we must remember that when we respect him and his transits, he is a kind and benevolent teacher. Yes, he is strict and requires patience, but he is the one who taught us about agriculture and the peaceful arts. I don't see anything wrong with this, do you? The location of this gas giant is the 6th planet from our sun in our solar system. We can easily see him in the night sky without the use of a telescope when our viewing angle permits. Saturn orbits our central star from 886 million miles, or 1.4 billion kilometers away. A single day on the surface of Saturn equals 10,759 Earth days. In the most ancient stories, Saturn is the son of Uranus and Gaia. His siblings include Zeus, Neptune, and Pluto, and a grouping of Titan sisters, who have not lent their names to any of our local planetary traveling neighbors. Together with his partner and sister Rhea, Saturn created 12 or maybe 13 Titan children, depending on the teller of the story. Yes, these were crazy times. When he was young, Saturn was warned by his parents that he would be overtaken by one of his children in a similar pattern to what Uranus did to his own father. This made Saturn paranoid, and at the birth of his own offspring, He ate them. This is a warning of how he teaches, but don't let it confuse you. Many associate Saturn with time and the turning of our seasons on Earth. As an astrologer using tropical timing to calculate my charts, this is measured by our Earth's turning, seasonal equinoxes, and solstice points, divided into 12 equal sections of 30 degrees each. He plays a big role in my life as the ancient ruler of my ascendant, which is also called the rising sign in astrology, mine being Aquarius. Though he still influences this sign, the modern rulership of Aquarius has been given to Uranus. Saturn is the ruler of Capricorn and the 10th house of career in all charts, and I still honor and respect his presence in the 11th house, where we find his rainbow child side of loving and overseeing groups, the greater organization of this planet, and humanitarian focus. In paintings, we see Saturn veiled or wearing hoods and other head-cloaking adornment, though his devotees are expected to uncover their heads to honor him in obeisance. Saturn has lightning. I bet you thought that belonged to Zeus, so watch out for his enlightening ideas that may splash your conscious awareness when he transits areas of your chart and zaps you with his forceful power. There is a tale of Saturn castrating Uranus and tossing the acquired kit into the sea, which belongs to his brother Neptune. The disembodied twig and berries bubbled and foamed, boiling the ocean, which produced the birth of Venus. Take your time with this myth as you ponder this act, as well as what Venus represents in attraction and choices being made. Here are some points to help you understand Saturn further. The meaning of Saturn's glyphic symbol is the cross of matter next to two crescents of spirit as reflective and collective. Together, these opposite-facing curves form a vertical sine curve. Saturn's cycle of orbit around our sun and through the 12 zodiac signs is 29.5 years. His modern rulership is the sign Capricorn and the 10th house, and his ancient rulership is the sign of Aquarius and the 11th house. Saturn's keyword is contraction. His colors are dark gray and black. Saturn's gender is male, and the body parts Saturn rules are bones, skin, teeth, and the skeleton. Capricorn represents father figures, discipline, authority, contractive energy. He is serious, conservative, cautious, sometimes gloomy, limiting, and isolated. Saturn has thoughtful concentration, control, and permanence. He requires us to face up to everything and to be productive. When we rise to meet the challenges of Saturn, he provides tangible rewards. He is bonding to matter and can often trip us into learning things the hard way. When you are in denial, it pisses Saturn off, so it is best to always be honest with yourself and with others. Saturn shows us what we need to do. When we don't pay attention, he is sure to make us depressive. Don't rebel against what feels restrictive. Saturn asks us to have faith in destiny, as he is responsible for our maturing and aging process. You may have heard of a Saturn return. The first occurs somewhere between the ages of 27 and 31. The second between the ages of 56 and 61, and the third around the time of the Uranus return between the ages of 84 and 90. Your first Saturn return is your rite of passage into adulthood. Astrology does not see you as an adult until you assimilate everything up until this point. I usually see this land by the time we are 33. The second Saturn return can be the launch of life's goodness for late bloomers. The third can take you out or lay a foundation for an even longer journey. Saturn rules over all karma. Depending on which path you're following, there are 4 to 8 types. One of the most important lessons of Saturn is resilience. If you don't think you can take a situation, look at the transits and check to see what this planet is setting off by angle. If there is a strong aspect with Pluto, you better listen up. Friction can be seen at all 45-degree, 90-degree, and 180-degree angles made by this planet to points in your chart. Are you ready for a deep dive to learn more about your natal chart and to find out which planets are dancing in the cosmos just for you? I'm looking forward to illuminating this for you. As a client working with me, I unravel the hidden information in your chart so that you can gain clear answers to the burning questions and map out the road ahead in your sessions with me. We will address topics including health and wellness, location, timing, and all of your potentials. If you need to pivot or change where you're living or what you are doing, if you want to get into a relationship, sustain your relationship, or need help and support in leaving a relationship, I am here to be your guide. This is why I always say, life is how you plan it. Keep looking up. The stars are here to guide you, and I am your navigator. Visit my site at ambikadevi.com to book your appointment with me and subscribe to my blog. I look forward to hearing from you. Many blessings from me, Ambika Devi. I am Ambika Devi, the goddess of the cosmos. The stars are here to guide us, and I am your navigator. Visit ambikadevi.com, ambikadevi.com, and book your guided life plan session with me today.